What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97 and welcome to episode number 63 of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. And we are here with Friday Night SmackDown, so without further delay, let's get into the match card for this episode, shall we? As we see the Brotherhood taking on the Ascension in the semifinals of the King of the Ring. What am I saying? The Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. Bo Dallas goes one-on-one with the high flyer from Cape Town, South Africa, Justin Gabriel. Roman Reigns defeated William Regal in a one-on-one matchup. AJ Lee takes on Tamina Snuka in a Falls Count Anywhere match, so their rivalry steps up to the next level here tonight. Titus O'Neil, the Intercontinental Champion, defeats Xavier Woods of the New Day. So another dominant victory for the Intercontinental Champion. And in the main event, a bit of a grudge match between the Viper, Randy Orton, and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. So I'm really looking forward to that main event. But first, we kick things off the Tag Team Tournament, the final matchup in the semifinal round, as we will find out who will move on to take on the Usos on next week's main event in the final round of the tournament. We are here in Yokohama, Japan, for this edition of Friday Night SmackDown, so this is gonna be epic. We're in Japan, so I mean it's gotta be epic. You know, Japan, they've got great wrestling, so tonight we've got to have a great wrestling show for all of our Japanese viewers, and of course for everyone watching at home on YouTube, like you, the viewer watching right now. And we're kicking, what a better way to kick this thing off between two tag teams that, well, are on opposite sides of the spectrum at this point, I would have to say. We've got the Ascension, who have just debuted, and they're beginning to rise through the ranks of the tag team division. And then we have the Brotherhood, who, they've been around for a little while, and although they did win their first round matchup against the International Airstrike, they have been the kind of hit and miss as a tag team as of late. Of course, Goldust, he's set to face Titus O'Neil for the Intercontinental Championship at Over the Limit. But remember back to Extreme Rules, where Goldust pinned Cody Rhodes in that triple threat matchup that made Goldust the #1 contender. So, I don't know, there could perhaps be a little bit of dissension brewing between these two brothers, but for now it appears as though they're putting their personal differences aside to work together here tonight to try and progress to the final round of the tag team tournament. Because whether or not there is some sort of bitterness between these two brothers, I'm sure that their history with the Wyatt family far outweighs that personal sort of, I guess, animosity that may exist between the two of them. Goldust, of course, he has had a long journey trying to take down the Wyatt family. Cody Rhodes, more recently, getting drawn into that as well. So these two, they've just really been unfortunate in their matches with the Wyatt family. They've faced them on numerous non-title matches on numerous occasions, and every single time they've come up short. So they're looking to perhaps use the momentum from the tag team tournament to perhaps not only boost their confidence, but as well try to get themselves some momentum behind them heading into a match that could perhaps be, you know, at Over the Limit, could perhaps be their night to take down the Wyatt family. As we see, Victor drives the elbow right into the nose of Goldust, and now it looks like Victor gonna make a tag to the bigger, more powerful Connor of the Ascension. But look at this, Goldust gonna catch him off guard with a nice float over neck breaker right there. And when you're talking about the Wyatt family, these two teams, I mean, they've got a lot to try to measure up to, and the same can be said for the Usos. The Wyatt family, they have, way back when they won the tag team titles from Tons of Funk at No Way Out, that was a long time ago. The Wyatt family, they have maintained this dominance over the tag team division for the past several months. So it's going to take a lot to try to dethrone the Wyatt family at the top. But perhaps we could be looking at one of the two teams that, or we could be looking at the team in this matchup, that could very well be that team to overthrow the Wyatt family. And when you're talking about a team, you know, we've seen what the Wyatt family can do. But if you're talking about a team that could perhaps catch the Wyatt family by surprise, I think you got to be talking about the Ascension. I mean, this team just debuted only about a month ago. They're still fairly new to the scene, and they have unpredictability on their side, which could perhaps be the deciding factor in a matchup against the Wyatt family.
Victor right now driving the knee into the back of Goldust with this submission hold here, trying to Goldust out. Not perhaps try to make Goldust tap out here, because I think it's a little too early to see a submission, but, you know, just to try to wear Goldust down, set him up perhaps for the man. Oh, what a clothesline there by Goldust. Taking down Victor. And Goldust now, oh, a spear right there, taking Connor off the rope. Goldust now countered by Victor, as Victor delivers a nice strike to the face. Goldust now blocks the attempted strike from Victor. Victor counters now with a big boot in the corner, and now a running punch to the skull of Goldust. And now here's Victor tossing Goldust over there into the turnbuckle. And this is not where Goldust wants to be. He does not want to be in the Ascension's corner. That is far from the first place Goldust wants to be right now. As Victor springboard European uppercut there from Victor right to the jaw of Goldust. Could have knocked him out cold, but no, Cody Rhodes gets in there to break up the pinfall attempt. But Goldust, you can see he's on wobbly legs. He actually did manage to counter there, which surprises me. I thought Goldust was going to be perhaps down for the count, but Goldust showing that he's got a lot more left than I thought. Of course, he is the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship after all. You know, that goes to his credit. But look at this. Victor makes a tag into Connor. Oh, they're in position. We've seen this before. Victor, Connor, measuring Goldust for the fall of man right there. And that is gonna do it. Good night, Goldust. Oh, Cody Rhodes slips off the ropes here, 2 count. And that is it, folks. Cody Rhodes slipped off that bottom rope. Didn't make it into the ring in time. And there was no way in hell Goldust was going to kick out of that fall of man. You see right there earlier on the European uppercut from Victor. That in its own right could have just knocked Goldust for a loop. Really took his, I don't know, he just rolled his boots. And then right here, vintage Ascension with the fall of man, and Goldust couldn't even defend himself at that point. And that's it. That's all it took. It just takes 3 seconds to make an impression here. And the Ascension, well, they are putting on quite a performance in their first few matches. I mean, they debuted on Main Event a month ago, or a little over a month ago, and now they've advanced to the final round of the tournament. They're going to be going head-to-head with the Usos next week on Main Event. And whoever wins that matchup will be the #1 contender for the tag team titles. Are you excited? I'm hyped. I'm ready for this matchup, but unfortunately, we have to wait 2 more episodes until that episode of Main Event. But now we're going to move on to the next matchup. We've got more wrestling in store for this episode, as we see the inspirational Bo Dallas making his way down to the ring. Bo Dallas undefeated so far here in Universe Mode, set to take on the high flyer from South Africa, Justin Gabriel. And Gabriel, of course, you know, we're just coming off that tag team matchup. The International Airstrike, of which Justin Gabriel is a part of, they were eliminated in the first round of the tournament by the Brotherhood. So Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd, they're in a bit of a patch in their careers. At one point, they were challenging Goldust and Booker T in a #1 contenders match to perhaps face the Wyatt family. But now they've really just kind of fallen from their position. They just haven't really been able to string together enough victories to get themselves up to that top level. I mean, they did defeat the Usos a few weeks ago, but like I said, consistency is just where the International Airstrike has been lacking. And we've been seeing in the past couple of weeks that, I mean, we saw last episode on Main Event where Justin Gabriel defeated Adrian Neville in singles competition. So perhaps Gabriel and Kidd looking to branch out into some singles competition, just kind of
take a little bit of time away from the tag team picture and, you know, try to regather their thoughts, try to get some momentum back on their side, and then join together as a tag team once more? Or, I'm not exactly sure. Perhaps just kind of testing the waters here a little bit. As we see now, Bo Dallas driving the elbows into the face of Justin Gabriel. Gabriel now backed up against the ropes there. And look at this. Oh, counter by Bo Dallas. Nice drop kick there. Taking down Justin Gabriel. Well, I apologize for that little slip up, but as I was going to say, perhaps in the back of my mind just kind of overthrew my words there. But Bo Dallas, he defeated Adrian Neville a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, just prior to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And we saw last episode Neville getting defeated by Gabriel. So, I don't know. We'll see who is the better of these two men here tonight. Bo Dallas continuing his winning ways. But perhaps Justin Gabriel, you know, those high-flying antics could just perhaps be the perfect counter to Bo Dallas's style here, as you see. Nice neck breaker there from Bo Dallas. And now driving the knee into the back once more. Similar submission hold that we saw earlier used by Victor. Just trying to wear down Justin Gabriel. Keep him grounded. Don't let him go to that top rope. That's the perfect strategy for Bo Dallas here in this matchup. Counters again with the elbows to the face of Gabriel. Gabriel staggered. But now it's Gabriel who counters with a couple of elbows to the face. And now look at this. From behind, Justin Gabriel takes down Bo Dallas. And now Gabriel, oh, he's going to the top rope. What could he be thinking here? He's looking to go high risk. But Bo Dallas, he sensed it was coming, just able to get out of position. But Gabriel, he's not done yet. Delivers a DDT before Dallas can even make it back to his feet. And now Gabriel, oh, look at this. He's hooked him. Pump handle neck breaker right there from Justin Gabriel. That could put Dallas away. 2 count. 3, no, just barely a kick out there by Bo Dallas before a 3 count. Oof, that one almost put Dallas away. He's in danger of perhaps losing his first matchup, but Bo Dallas with a roll-up here could have Gabriel. 2 count. Oh, but a counter by Gabriel. As now Gabriel with the roll-up. 2 count. No, a kick out by Bo Dallas just before a 3 count. That's twice now Bo Dallas has nearly been defeated by Justin Gabriel. And now Gabriel pulls him to the center of the ring. Look at this. Neck breaker right there to Bo Dallas. And now Gabriel, look at this. Perhaps looking to go springboard. Oh, what a splash there. Onto the back of Bo Dallas. Preventing Dallas from getting back to his feet. And now Dallas, another running neck breaker. Taking down Gabriel. And again, going back to that submission hold. Wearing down Justin Gabriel bit by bit here in this matchup. But Gabriel with a counter now as he takes Bo Dallas down to the mat. Counter now by Gabriel as he blocks the attempted strike from Dallas. And Dallas is up on his shoulders here. Look at Gabriel planting Bo Dallas right there. And that could put Bo Dallas away here. The finishing move hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. There it is, folks. Bo Dallas has lost his first matchup here in Universe Mode to Justin Gabriel. That's a big victory there for Gabriel. A nice momentum booster. I mean, we saw last episode Gabriel defeated Neville. So Justin Gabriel is starting to put together a nice string of wins here in Universe Mode. Perhaps Gabriel could be pushing himself closer and closer to an Intercontinental Championship matchup. As we see right there, that move. What a move by Gabriel, putting away Bo Dallas. And now Gabriel celebrating the victory here tonight. And you know, it's not too often that someone can say that they ended an undefeated streak. Well, that's what Gabriel did here tonight. And so, I mean, he should celebrate. This is a big achievement for Gabriel, defeating Bo Dallas. But wait a minute. Dallas from behind, a drop kick. Oh, come on, just blatantly blindsiding Justin Gabriel here. Come on. What are we, is this really what we're doing now? Bo Dallas, just like some, what is this, a game of kickball at the playground? Bo Dallas just completely losing it here. I mean, come on. Bo Dallas just being a complete sore loser, attacking Gabriel from behind. Now a Bo Dazzler planting Gabriel into the mat. Well, come on. This is completely uncalled for by Bo Dallas. He's just acting like a child at this point. Tossing Gabriel into the corner. And, oh, he's not going to do what I think he's going to do. setting him up in the corner. Running Bulldog from Bo Dallas. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm disgusted by the actions of Bo Dallas here tonight. I mean, you lost the match fair and square, and then to do something as unsportsmanlike as that, and, well, look at this. Bo Dallas, he doesn't care. He's still gonna take his victory lap like he won the damn match. I don't know what to say, folks. Bo Dallas, just absolutely despicable actions here tonight. And you know, I thought he was a commendable competitor, always showing sportsmanship to his competitors, but forget this tonight. Dallas just completely throwing that out the window. A cheap attack. You know, I don't want to discuss that any further. Bo Dallas just I'm done. I'm done with Bo Dallas. That was just... Anywho, let's move on to what could perhaps be a more positive note, although I highly doubt it, as there's some bad blood between these two women set to compete here tonight. AJ Lee versus Tamina Snuka, and, well, they're not even waiting for the bell. AJ Lee charging Tamina Snuka on the ramp, and these two divas quickly spilling into a brawl here in this Falls Count Anywhere matchup as this gets underway. Look at this. AJ wasting a little time, taking Tamina down out on the floor right at the base of the ramp. Goes into the cover. That could put Tamina away early in this one, but no, Tamina kicks out. AJ quickly taking control in this Falls Count Anywhere matchup. And look at this. AJ going right for the Black Widow submission hold here. Tamina is caught. AJ's got it locked in. Can Tamina escape, or is she going to be forced to tap out in under a minute? AJ Lee has quickly gained the upper hand. Could be on the verge of victory. But no, Tamina refusing to tap out. AJ looking to go for a pin perhaps instead. 2 count. No, but a kick out again by Tamina. You know, AJ trying to exhaust Tamina with the Black Widow. She refused to tap out. So AJ looking to try to get the win by pinfall. Didn't work, but now a swinging neck breaker again on the base of that ramp. Cover again by AJ. 2 counts. And again, Tamina just kicks out at the last second. And all these repeated shots to the back of the head really are going to take its toll on Tamina. Nice knee thrust to the gut of AJ. And AJ perhaps looking to get this match back inside the ring here. It is Falls Count Anywhere, though, so there are no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes in this matchup. But AJ prefers to get Tamina in the ring here. Perhaps that's more well-versed for AJ. That's more of her element. And she's now going to the outside here, looking to get a weapon introduced perhaps into this one. Oh no. AJ's got a steel chair. Oh, a steel chair to the skull of Tamina Snuka. And, well, now Tamina, she bounced back fairly quickly, but she doesn't want to get the chair involved in this one. And now a running clothesline. Or maybe she did want to use the chair, just perhaps putting it in position. And now a super kick to the jaw of AJ. Cover here by Tamina. That could put AJ out for good. 2 count, but a kick out by AJ. As, you know, when Tamina delivered that clothesline, AJ, the back of her head landed right on the steel chair. So perhaps Tamina, it looked like she didn't want to use it, but perhaps just a bit of a ploy there to utilize it to more effectiveness. As AJ now roll up on Tamina, could catch her off guard, and that's just what AJ does. The roll up catches Tamina. She caught her napping, and I mean, well, after all the damage AJ had done anyway, I mean, out onto the floor, just really attacking the neck, the back of the head of Tamina Snuka, then the Black Widow, and then of course the steel chair to the skull. Tamina almost turned it in her favor with that super kick, but AJ had enough resolve to stay in this thing, and then finally just the roll up catching Tamina off guard. And like I said earlier, all it takes is 3 seconds to win a matchup here. And that's just what AJ needed. But look at this, Tamina's not done. Looking to attack AJ from behind. But AJ now counters, she's on the attack. And Tamina gets sent flying over the top rope. AJ Lee getting the last laugh. She got the victory and the last laugh over Tamina here tonight. And you can see Tamina's not happy, but she's not going back in the ring. AJ clearly has the upper hand on this night. And now it's time that we move on to the main event of the evening, as Randy Orton looks to get his revenge against Sheamus after Sheamus attacked Orton a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Orton was scheduled to compete against the WWE Champion CM Punk, but Sheamus would have none of that, just attacking Orton backstage and then going so far as to bring Orton down to ringside just to kind of show CM Punk what he had done. And then, of course, Sheamus went on to win the matchup, defeating CM Punk. And now, I mean, the story, as the story is unfolded, Sheamus is now the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. And he's been a dominant contender, probably one of the most, well, possibly one of the most dominant contenders we've seen in recent memory. I mean, Sheamus taking out Orton, taking out Punk. Sheamus has just really been doing a good job at building momentum and making statements out of people here this month on SmackDown. But right now, Orton trying to perhaps slow down the pace of this matchup. That would perhaps favor the Viper a bit more, you know? He likes to have a slower paced matchup, more meticulous style. And then just when you think you've got him, he'll catch you off guard with one of those explosive moves that he's been known for. Especially the RKO. I mean, it's got its own hashtag. I mean, just RKO out of nowhere. It's one of the things Randy Orton, probably the thing he's most known for, is that hitting that RKO out of nowhere. Whereas Sheamus, you know, he's more of an in-your-face brawling style, so he's going to want to keep it. I don't know. I don't really know how you can counter the RKO, because Orton, he can catch, if you're trying to keep it into a close quarters fight, Orton can just catch you out of nowhere. If you're trying to keep it more of a distance, like Sheamus going for the bro kick, Orton could catch Sheamus off guard there. You want to go to the top rope? Well, Orton's got you there. I mean, Orton, he can hit that thing from almost out of nowhere. At any time, any place. That's why it's out of nowhere. And now Sheamus, he's got Orton backed into a corner here, but Orton, no, counter between these two. Look at this. Just trading places. In the end, well, I was going to say it looked like Orton was gaining the upper hand, but Curse of the Commentator prevails as Sheamus turns it around and nearly takes Orton's head off with a clothesline. Now drives the elbow into the heart of Randy Orton. As Orton able to fight back now with a punch to the skull. Pulls Sheamus back. Oh, but a jawbreaker by Sheamus. And I do apologize about if, you know, some of these weird pauses is my... I don't know what's up with my throat right now. It's just kind of being weird, like it's... I don't know. Like, you know what happens sometimes when you have, like, a scratchy throat and then you just... You're talking and then all of a sudden you just, like, lose your voice for a second. That's what's happening with me right now. And I don't know why. But Sheamus now. Nice axe-handled clothesline to the face, but Orton kicks him away, trying to create some distance here. But now it's Sheamus with a belly-to-belly suplex, taking down Randy Orton. He picks him up now. Look at this. Sheamus looking for the Irish Curse backbreaker, and he connects right there. But Orton, look at this. Orton, the fire is in his eyes right now. As Sheamus, well, he took a step out of the ring to buy himself some time. He saw Orton was firing up the comeback, but Sheamus, he stepped outside, created some distance, and then just as Orton was trying to take his head off with the clothesline, Sheamus connected with the drop toe hold, and Orton crashed face first into that bottom turnbuckle. And Sheamus now, he's really taking control in this one. Orton trying to counter. Sheamus counters Orton's counter. Counter after counter between these two men at the moment. Sheamus, though, he's got him up against the ropes, and Orton tosses him over. Sheamus manages to hang on, though. And now Orton, punch to the gut. Oh, and this is not where you want to be. Sheamus, vintage Orton right there with the DDT. And that's not where Sheamus wants to be. He's in trouble. Orton starting to shift things around, gather his second wind. Clothesline in the corner as he drops the Celtic Warrior. And now Orton. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Orton is looking to go to the top rope, folks, and, well, I guess that's why that doesn't happen too often. Sheamus cuts Orton off of the pass, prevents him from going to the top rope. And now the brawl has spilled to the outside, much like we saw earlier on between AJ and Tamina. But Orton quickly gets this back in the ring. He wants to keep this more of a match than a brawl, because obviously, if this comes down to a downright fight, Sheamus is going to win. Oh, but look at this. Sheamus caught Orton off guard. And look at Sheamus. High cross powerbomb. Sending Orton flying halfway across the ring right there. Sheamus hooks the leg. That could put Orton out for good. 2 count. And that's just what Sheamus did. High cross powerbomb was enough to put Randy Orton out of commission here tonight. And that's a victory. Another victory for Sheamus. So he continues to build momentum heading into Over the Limit. Perhaps Sheamus could look like the favorite heading into his matchup with CM Punk. I mean, CM Punk, he's looked good as well, but Sheamus, in just this short span of time, has really built himself a lot of momentum, a lot of headway towards the title. And Sheamus now, oh, he's not even done. He's looking to attack Orton here, just like he did to CM Punk. That's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.